Mr. Barrett, you have the floor for 5 minutes, please.
I want to circle back to the number of consultants that you have reduced. You said the number was 68. What is the total number of consultants that CBSA is using?
So I'll have to come back. Is your question in the IT? So we've got a number of contracts across the organization that relate both to informatics, guard services, training. So we have a lot of contracts. We have been reducing our reliance on IT contracts, and I can come back with the list that we currently have.
Yeah, let's get a full list of all the contracts. You said the number that you reduced was 68, so it would be interesting to know what that reduction is from. It's important to note that, of course, CBSA officers are currently considering taking job action, and part of their grievance is excess management. So when taxpayers are also paying for more outside consultants and more outside management, that's going to impact the traveling public and commerce in Canada. I want to talk about Mr. Ossowski's access to documents when he was hired for a day to prepare for his committee appearance. As president of the CBSA, are there any documents that you don't have access to, within the CBSA?
I don't think I would have access to all of the documents from my computer, but my assumption is that I could access any of our holdings. I would.
So PricewaterhouseCoopers used to do extensive business, has historically done extensive business with the Canada Border Service Agency. Currently, you've said they're not doing any business. Mr. Ossowski is recruited by PricewaterhouseCoopers from being the head of the Canada Border Service Agency. And what better way to get business with the CBSA than to hire its former president, understand its workings? Now, Mr. Ossowski came back to your employ to prepare for a committee appearance, but only after he'd been caught lying. So there's an integrity question about the individual. So you hire the individual knowing that the lie's been told, and then give them access to the information that he would have had access to, you said, while he was president. Would that not be commercially valuable to PricewaterhouseCoopers to have one of their top consultants, the former head of the CBSA, get the office door unlocked and logged into the computer? And you signed his letter of offer, you said, but you seem like, to be honest, a bit laissez-faire about, unconcerned about what he accessed and who he talked to, and it doesn't seem to have occurred to you before today that perhaps there was a commercial interest with someone who had demonstrated dishonesty in front of a parliamentary committee. Does that concern you?
So, Mr. Chair, again, I'm going to take issue with the language around lying. Mr. Ossowski testified to the fact that he had not recalled meeting or being in a meeting where individuals from GC Strategies were on the screen.
Ma'am, he said he wasn't in the meeting, and he was in the meeting. So by any other definition, that's a lie. So let's move on to the substance of the question. So we won't litigate whether or not he lied. I'm asserting it. You refute it. We'll accept that. Are you not concerned about at least the appearance of the circumstances that you created by hiring Mr. Ossowski? It seemed like it was in his interest to get this offer of employment from you for the day, not in the interest of the CBSA. So what's the advantage to the CBSA, if not to get story straight, which you've taken issue with, that characterization? So if it was just so he could access his emails, why not pay him $1 so that he was technically employed? Why are we giving the guy $500? Seems like a good get for him for the day.
Yeah, so again, if hiring him on casual to give him access to documents to prepare for the appearance, it's in the Crown's interest that former officials come and can testify to what they did and why they did it while they were in their job, and that was the rationale for bringing him back. If he did not need to come back and could have accessed the information and the documents that, again, date back to his time as president, then that's on me, and I would happily provide that access going forward without any framework of employment around it.
Can you provide to this committee a list of all of the other occurrences where similar treatment has been offered to former employees of the CBSA with relation to their testifying before parliamentary committees during your tenure as CBSA president?
There is nobody.
So special access, it seems like special treatment for
But I
Mr.
don't,
Osowski.
there haven't been
Liberal insider.
retired people who are former officials invited to the committee. So the other employees who have moved departments were also given the offer to access or tell CBSA what documents they may wish to see to prepare for their own testimony.
Thank you.
The only one who was paid to prepare
Thank
before
you very
committee.
much.
Because
That-
the
that-
others are employees.
That is your time.
Not of CBSA.
Turn now,
No, of
order,
the
turn
federal
now to
government,
Ms.
of the Crown.
Ms. Shanahan.
That's
You
even
have
worse.
5 minutes, please.